Hello, welcome to Paleo Greenbird. I am Greenbird, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit more indirect percussion. A lot of wind today. It's the fall here in southern Maine, so I got all the trees and the leaves. So we'll see what this sounds like. Excuse me. I am working on my sound. Just so you guys know, Rex, if you're listening, if you're watching this, man, I did not take offense to your post at all, so don't even fret about it. Don't worry. I appreciate you telling me, and that comment was hilarious too, by the way. Alright, so got this little piece of Novaculite. It's not too exciting, it's just kind of a pale white, but I wanted to try and knock out some of this stuff before I attempt some of the Flint Ridge preforms that I have and things like that. So just want to try and get this technique down a little bit. This preform is actually it's pretty thin already. It's a good preform. It's a little bit wobbly on the center line, so there's some cleanup that needs to be done, but excuse me, I'm still sick. Let's see what we can do, and more importantly, what we can learn. So, taking a look at this, I can see that the middle needs to be reduced a little bit, which is good because that center line needs to come up anyway. Do it all at once. This is kind of a narrow preform, so I do want to be careful that I don't, get it too skinny so that I can't get my symmetry. Might turn from a point into a knife. You know what I mean by that? Alright, so I still haven't gotten my wood mallet situation straightened out, so I'm still using a copper bar. I'll do it in this chair if I need to scoot forward. That's for sure. I'm still on the camera. Oh yeah, not bad. Okay. Alright. Nothing that time. Well, that for sure landed that one. There we go. Yep, got a flake that time. That's good. I think I need to be a little more aggressive with it, being too nice to it. It'll help when I have a longer mallet. This little copper thing is not the easiest. Alright, got a nice flake that time too. Got a nice flake, but it flew off in a weird direction. Alright, so as I'm cleaning this up, there's just a thick spot right here in the middle that I'm trying to take care of first, because I figure if I'm going to be learning this new technique, why not try and take away the biggest chunks I can, the material that needs to be out the most, because it'll be a learning experience for me. And, oh yeah, nice, but it gave me another one of those steps. So, Dave Tembears was kind enough to give me the excuse of sometimes it is the material, which he is right, sometimes it is. But I think in this case, it's the flint napper. Although I have found Novaculite to be kind of hingy. So, maybe that has something to do with it. Yep. That's exactly what it is. As soon as I give it a little bit more, then the flakes start to come off. So, there's that wind. It's an absolute beautiful day today. There's 1,000 things I should be doing. But none more important than this. Oh yeah, nice big flakes. Some flakes over on this other side. In fact, I'm going to switch over to the hammerstone. Yep, I think I'm just going to do it. Oh yeah, it's flaking up nicely. So if I can just keep myself from breaking this. Good to go. So I'm trying to support the back and the tip, but this is a little bit new to me. So, and you want to support the center, but you want to let that flake travel. See, maybe I was a little bit too much on there. Maybe that's why I'm getting these steps. It's because I'm not giving my flake enough room to travel. Maybe I'm pushing too hard on this side or too far up. Yeah, so I'm getting in the flakes, but they're hinging for sure. I might fast forward some of this because I know this video is probably a little bit boring. But something happened the other day, and it reminded me of kind of a funny story. And it's kind of about, you know your parents are going to get mad, but sometimes the thing that you think is going to freak them out the most, it doesn't. Anyway, I don't know, probably not making any sense, but so when I was a kid, I went fishing with my dad, and he, for those of you who don't know, he was a really good fisherman, and he'd always hold his fishing pole, or he had me hold his fishing pole while he baited his hook. Put a lure on or whatever it was he was doing, and I was kind of a hyperactive kid. I was always moving around. And I remember one day, he was putting on I think it was a worm actually, and still getting these steps. And while he was doing it, I don't know, something in me, I just moved the hook, and it hooked onto his thumb. And I could see the hook on his thumb and him looking at me, and I was so scared. There was a little dirt road where we were fishing, and I ran down that road as fast as I could, and I was yelling, "I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry, Dad." And I look back, and my dad is laughing so hard. And just thought that was kind of a funny reflection. See that in my daughter as well, when she thinks she's going to get in big time trouble. And you know, as parents, sometimes there's a lot of factors. It's not always what they did. Sometimes it's the circumstances and how they come out of it, and it was pretty fun. All right, so this tip's a little bit wonky, so I need to fix that. Oh. Do it again. I'm not going to stop this time though. But that had nice, just get nice and thin. I snapped it. That, you know what that's telling me? This is good. I actually learned something. That is telling me that I'm being lazy on my support. That's exactly what that was. Because I was thinning that out. I did not have enough support on the back end as well as the tip, and then just a little bit in the middle. And as a result of that, I had more pressure in one place than another, and the tip came off. So I sort of deserved that. I earned that. So let's fix this and start over. So I'm just going to take the hammerstone and knock off some of these real thick edges, because as you can see, some of this is pretty thin, but then you've got, where the belly, the point was, and the tip there, it's going to have to be addressed. So it's going to come off. That was a mammoth killer of a point though, so we still have plenty of room, to make another point. And what I'm doing, for better or for worse, is I was using that tip. I was using that flat edge where the tip broke off as a platform to drive flakes down, to shorten this up, so we can get everything back to where we can start using the indirect percussion. And I probably could right here, really. So a flake there. I think as far as hammerstone is concerned, because the exercise of the day is indirect percussion, we're going to put it away. There's a matter of a little bit of a thickness on this side though. Take care of that. Even if we don't make a point out of this, even maybe we'll just make another blank. Even better blank than we started with. Because I know this is kind of taking a long time stretching this out, so I might edit some of this so that it's not quite as boring. Trying to find my thick spots, just like I would otherwise. I have some errors in here that I need to fix. Some steps over here, a big hinge right here, so as I'm hitting this with the hammerstone, I'm just trying to think, do I have anything, any platforms, anything that will help me clean this up? And I can see I definitely need to take more thinning flakes on this side down by the base. If not, it's just going to get too thick and it's going to cause problems later. So then I'll come back probably and try and clean up those hinges. I'm not sure if I'll be able to though. It's never easy. You never want to drive into a hinge, but I don't really have much of a choice. So. Well, this is going to be the best one yet. I'm not sure if that has any redeeming qualities to it or not, but it'll be the thinnest one. I didn't break it yet. Well, I broke it the first time, but I'm going to get another preform out of it. So, if I can stop breaking it. is ugly, that's for sure. There we go. Cleaned up a couple of those steps. Look at that. I'll either break it or fix it. Oh yeah, that's good. That was a good thinning flake. Hit it with the hammer stone just to see if I can clear up that edge that's just awful. Actually, I'll grind it first. Sorry, I know I'm not talking very loud. I'm just kind of muttering to myself. Trying to, I've got this relatively thin, but I want to try and get out that, all those steps right there. So, just got to set my platforms up one by one until I get one that I can use. I think I'm going to finish this up with the pressure flaker. This is probably about as good as I'm going to get it using Indirect. There's a huge scoop in there. I can fix that. I know I can fix that with the pressure flaker. I don't know if I could do that using just the indirect percussion. We'll try once. In the event that I break this, this is what we have so far. Relatively thin. Probably the best indirect percussion, I don't know, preform or project, whatever you want to call it, for me to date. Unless I break this. Yeah, I'll come back with pressure to get that. So I guess we're going to call this one done. Kind of a boring video, but well, we'll at least shape it. Let's at least shape it so we can call it a preform. So I grind off all the stuff that doesn't want to be there. All right, that's our preform. Let's take a better look at it. So it's good general shape. You can see the bow that I'm talking about though, that bend. That's this thick stuff right in here. And probably even a little bit more than that. So all that needs to come in. But it's pretty thin, all things considered, for a blank. You saw how thick it was when we started. There's that sun. Ooh, makes that Nova look a little bit better. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, thanks for sharing, thanks for liking. Please have a fantastic day. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.